Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am very excited because I finally got my Captain America Falcon and Winter Soldier figure from Hot Toys. I got this via Sideshow. It showed up in my door today, so I just had to sort of share the joy with you guys. I've been waiting for this one for a while. Big fan of this suit and the character. So just had to add this one to my collection. I did get this via Sideshow, and I know it took them a while to get this out to folks. I didn't pre-order mine, but as soon as I saw they had the in stock sign, I went ahead and put my order in. Really cool box. It's a pretty large box. I want to say it's probably looks to be a little over 16 or 17, maybe even 18 inches in length. Really cool design there of Sam Wilson as Captain America. What's really cool about the box, and it's maybe something seem really silly, is the pattern here. It has some really nice texture to it. Obviously, the quality of the print and the picture that's there, top notch. I do keep my boxes for my Hot Toys figures. So I wish I had a place to display them, but I don't. So for now, it'll just go in my closet, but I do keep them. And again, right here on the side, you see the name. And the feel of this whole box is very high quality. Some gloss here, but just the overall feel of this great texture. And of course, here in the back, some official stuff. But again, some really nice packaging there for this figure, nonetheless. Alrighty, so I'm going to attempt to give you a bit of a handheld look of what all comes inside of this thing. I'm actually pretty excited to get into it. But essentially, this clamshell, it's a couple of sections of this plastic that you have to take out until you get to the good stuff here. I'm trying to do this one-handed, so we'll put that aside. But obviously, as you guys can see, there's the awesome figure with the suit with the red, white, and blue. Sam Wilson as Captain America. As you guys can see, he's still wrapped up. I still haven't even taken anything out. Here's the Red Wing drone. Again, from the show. You guys can see it there. Of course, the shield, which was like a central thing to that Falcon and Winter Soldier show. You get your standard hands. Again, these are painted to sort of match Sam's costume. I think they're pretty well done. I love the red and white gloves there. And you get different kinds of hands, right? You get these half open ones. You get this full-on fist, so you can punch people. And then these sort of reaching out, kind of grabbing hands here. And he has, obviously, the hands that he comes with looks like they're just flat out palmed, spread out. We have here what looks to be some extra ball joints probably for the hands. Hot Toys always usually includes some extra ones. We've got this, which my understanding is what goes on his backpack to attach the awesome wings that he comes with. And of course, some instructions down here, which I haven't even had a chance to quite take this guy out yet. And then if we lift this and get that out of the way, there's another plastic clamshell with the awesome wings here. And you guys can see the bases back there. Okay, so as I showed you the wings earlier, I had to use two hands to take this plastic clamshell out. But here are the awesome wings. They do come, I guess, every other section of the wing comes wrapped in plastic, so I guess to avoid any sort of damage. But these automatically look really cool. They are pretty long. I want to say this is like a good 12 inches. I haven't measured it yet. But you guys could see them there. You can already see some detail on the wings. This looks really awesome. In addition, obviously, like I showed you guys earlier, to the two wings, you get your base here. Falcon and Winter Soldier. I want to see. I think it's just, yep, this is Captain America. It's nice and weight. It's got some good weight. Probably because they obviously know some folks are going to post this guy in some flying poses. You get your standard like I guess stand for the figure to put him in flight poses. Here's a clamp that comes with it. But yeah, definitely looking forward to putting this guy together and you know, showing you guys how awesome of a figure this Captain America is. Okay, guys, so continuing here with this quick look, just want to show you the figure here of Sam Wilson as Captain America, if I can get it to focus. But this is awesome. I think this is probably, I think and this is one of the main reasons why I want to get this figure. So I think the closest that these movies, or these Marvel movies or shows, have come to bringing a comic book costume into like live action, right? Um, I guess to be fair, we've had Ghost Rider movies where he technically wore a pretty close costume to what he wore in the comic book. But it's just awesome to see, right? Red, white, and blue. Sam Wilson as Captain America. There's a cool backpack. Sorry if this seems like very quick and sudden, but as I said, I just got this figure and I wanted to sort of show you guys what this is all about. But the material is very similar to the Endgame Captain America figure. So this is all like soft cloth type material. Right here, it's a mixture of soft cloth and I guess maybe cloth, but it looks like it's probably coated in some kind of rubber or plastic. The chest here, again, some rubber and plastic material. But what's there is really well done. Now you probably are going to get, again, in typical Hot Toys fashion. If you start posing this guy, this material here looks like it's cloth covered in some kind of rubber or plastic. You're probably gonna get wrinkles and things, but I think he looks awesome nonetheless. He's got the knee pads here, similar again to Captain America. The boots here are plastic, and again, you do get some nice range of motion here on the legs, sorry, on the feet. So I think I can get this guy into some nice poses. There's the gauntlets. Here's the backpack where the wings, and also I guess where you can sort of put his shield. But yeah, man, this uniform looks great. You see some of the detailing there. It's not just plain old white, at least in the shoulder part. There is some texture mixed in. Here's the top of the head. There is a bit of a line here. I'm assuming that's from the mold or the casting or whatever it may be. But you have to, I guess, really be looking at the figure from this vantage point to even notice that. But because otherwise you are not going to really be noticing that spot. And man, the colors are done well. The material is done well. The head sculpt, again, very on point. I think that is definitely, you know, Mackie there, or sorry, Sam Wilson, as the character is known in the show. The eyes see through the goggles there in the red looks really cool again. And yeah, I think the skin texture, the facial hair is on point. And what I do like about this figure, and this is one thing I didn't like on the show, is this head part here that goes over his head and his ears and his neck. In the show, it was a little bulky and it looked a little weird. In this one, obviously, because it's a figure, it's a toy, that we're able to tighten things up, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. I think on first look unboxing of this guy, for me, he definitely is probably one of my favorite figures, and I haven't even had a chance to yet play with the wings or really get him into any crazy poses. But if anything, based on first impressions, this guy looks awesome. I did manage to take out the shield out of the packaging. It would be really nice if these were like die-cast metal, considering how much these things cost nowadays. Well, I think this one's well over 370 something odd dollars brand new, at least from Sideshow anyway, here in the US. So it would be nice if these were die-cast, but alas, it's not. It's plastic. It's really well done. It's really nicely painted with the, I want to say red and white and blue, but this is actually silver. So, and then, you know, you got your red and blue. So it's really well done. These straps here just give me bad memories to the Endgame Captain America. You just have to be really careful. Like you have to remove his hand and then somehow stick the hand through one of the loops and then fit the arm and somehow reconnect the arm to the wrist pin to get the shield in. Certainly wasn't one of my favorite things on my Endgame Captain America to do. So we'll see how it works for this one. But again, really cool accessory nonetheless. And this figure is top notch. As you guys can see, I still even haven't finished playing with it. I still have the plastic on the neck to take out. But man, again, on first impressions, this one is definitely a winner on my book. Yeah, this thing looks awesome. Really, really cool. Okay, people. So this figure is legit. Not really much else to say. It's awesome. The colors, the uniform is on point. Definitely probably one of the closer ones as far as comic book costumes come to life, I guess, so far. I mean, the detail is really nicely well done. Post abilities there. You do have to play a bit with his pants. I had to pull them up slightly, a little bit from here up to allow him to do a bit of more flexibility when posting. I think what takes the figure over the top, other than the awesome colors on the costume, is the wing span. I mean, when these things are open and I left one up like this, it's pretty huge. Um, but it's really nice. These wings are on hinges on certain parts, so you can post them different positions, some flight positions, some landing positions, or you can do something like this where he's kind of like draped down. The shield itself, as I showed earlier, is really nicely done. I was able to get it in there without any issues. The base is really nice, as I mentioned earlier as well. It's weighted, so if you wanted to put this guy in some kind of flying pose, the base is heavier than usual, but it's kind of like your standard Hot Toys base if you have any of those figures there. But man, uh, I am so happy to have this in the collection. Uh, again, a huge fan of this character. I know we'll get a newer version. Hot Toys will make a newer, updated version based on the new Captain America movie that's going to come out, I guess, next year. Um, but to me, I had to get this one just because it's so close to the comic, and of course, I like Sam Wilson, Captain America. I think the character is awesome, and I think just the wingspan again takes his character over the top here. And then for comparisons, I did take out a couple of Hot Toys that I have in my collection. So here he is next to the Endgame Captain America. Uh, this one is slightly taller, I will say. Granted, I know he's on top of the 1 foot on top of the base, and this one's kind of a bit of a uh, sprawled out pose, but he is just a tad taller, I would say. But I think it looks cool nonetheless. I love the two shields. Obviously, this one's much cleaner. This is the endgame version, so this is while they're fighting Thanos there. And then another, I guess to keep it in the endgame thing, here he is next to the Mark 85 again from Endgame. I think these look really, really cool together. I guess another one that I could throw in there if we move Iron Man here would be the let's move Cap as well. And sorry, I'm going handheld here, just trying to give you guys a better view of what this all looks like here. So here he is next to the Endgame Hawkeye, and he is shorter, but I do like the way that pairs up. So we'll move Clint slightly off to the side here, and here he is next to the Endgame Thor. You guys can see all four there. This one's obviously almost seems like a stole as him actually, so maybe the height may be a bit off there. Um, and then if we move Thor here out of the way, Here he is compared to Spider-Man. This is the from PlayStation game, but is based on the original, I guess more comic book or cartoon accurate design there. But nonetheless, I would highly recommend this one. I know he's well over $300. Obviously, with things being as expensive as they are nowadays, you do have to be a bit into these things to even be able to justify spending that much on a toy, on a figure. But I will say, if you're a fan and you're already collecting Hot Toys and maybe you were on the fence about this guy, he's definitely a get. I do now love the fact that I have a Captain America rendition to go along with my Endgame one. Yeah, and again, man, those wings, I think the head sculpt at some point, the eyes are very well done there. You guys could see it. Really cool. And the uniform, man, the uniform's what really takes it for me, you know. And then you get these giant wings that you could pose pretty much uh, a lot of awesome ways to make this guy look great. Nonetheless, thank you so much. If you made it to the end of the video, hopefully you got something out of this. If I missed anything, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Thank you so much for spending your very valuable time with me and this awesome Captain America figure from the Falcon and Winter Soldier made by Hot Toys. As I said, I did get mine from Sideshow Collectibles. I think these are available right now. Again, I'm not affiliated with anyone. I did purchase this with my own money. Just want to share the joy of finally having this in hand. But thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time.